Many things in Minecraft deal damage to you, from the small berry bushes to the insanely strong piglin brute. However, none can really compare to slash kill. So the slash kill command in Minecraft is perhaps the most powerful force in the entire game, bypassing everything and anything, killing any target. Its power is immeasurable, and there's no way to survive its effects. Or is there? What if I told you that it is, in fact, possible to survive being slash killed? It would blow your mind, no? I'm relatively sure that most players don't know that you can actually survive slash kill, but today I intend to change that and show you how you can survive being slash killed in Minecraft. I hope you enjoy. Also, please do consider subscribing. It's completely free and very little work on your end, and I would greatly appreciate it. It helps out the channel a ton and means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. Before we get to surviving slash kill, let's build our way up there with smaller degrees of damage. Firstly, it's important to note that damage is dependent on difficulty. Certain things will hurt more in normal mode than on easy mode, and on hard more than normal. For now, I'll be using normal as the base reference for damage, unless specified otherwise, of course. Stepping into a cactus deals half a heart of damage. A wither skeleton does 2.5 hearts. The void deals 2 hearts every half second. Shooting yourself with a fully charged arrow does 4 hearts, and the harming 2 potion does 6, just to name a few. Slowly but surely, we can work our way up to things that do 10 plus and kill, like point blank creeper explosions or TNT for example. But even those can be survived with the use of potion effects or armor. I will now also refer to damage in damage as opposed to hearts. So something that does 10 hearts does 20 damage, as each half heart is 1 damage unit, just for simplicity's sake. So, what does the most damage in the game? I'm sure you'd be tempted to say that beds in the nether do. However, you'd be wrong. In fact, something many players don't realize is that beds in the nether are far from an instant kill, and are actually very survivable. Contrary to popular belief, you can stand right on the head of a bed, point blank range, try to sleep in the nether, and survive just fine. So before we try to survive slash kill, let's first survive a bed blast. Of course, you can do this with a totem of undying, but I'll focus on other methods for now. The first thing to debunk is that beds aren't a slash kill. They're explosions, and explosions have rules that dictate how much damage they actually do. The formula for the damage of any explosion in Minecraft is as follows: impact squared plus impact times 7 times power plus 1, rounded down. There are 2 unknowns in this equation, so let's address them. The most simple is power. Every explosive in the game is given a power value that determines how they interact with block destruction, as well as causing damage. Funnily enough, beds don't even have the highest power value. The highest is that of a wither spawning with 7, followed by end crystals and charged creepers with 6, and finally beds in the nether and respawn anchors in the overworld with 5, followed by a bunch of other things of course. But what about impact? Impact is a bit more complicated because it relies on other variables. The equation for impact is 1 minus distance from the explosion multiplied by exposure. The first part is pretty obvious, however, now we have to know exposure, and the rabbit hole continues. When an object explodes, it sends out a bunch of rays from its center to every single point along its bounding box, which is defined as follows. For example, with a block of TNT, you can visualize the rays coming out of the center like this. The rays also determine how blocks break around the explosion, but we don't really care about that yet. The exposure is what percent of the rays are not blocked by solid blocks. That's why when speedrunning Minecraft with beds, speedrunners place blocks between them and the bed to negate some damage. The rays, now instead of hitting the speedrunner, hit the block and thus reduce exposure and thus reduce damage. But let's say we were standing right on the center of the bed. The exposure would be 100%, or just 1 in decimals, and plugging that back in, we get that the impact is 1 minus 0 times 1, which is 1. And the formula for damage, it's 1 squared times 1 times 7 times 5 plus 1, or 36 damage, 18 hearts, for a point-blank bed explosion. and 36 is much less than infinity. On easy difficulty with health boost 4, or actually 5, because when I give myself 4 I get 5, we can confirm that 18 hearts are in fact dealt, and we can survive the bed blast fully naked on point blank range. However, if you want to do this in no cheats, just get full diamond armor, and you can survive just as well. On normal, the damage goes up a bit, and the damage dealt is now 70, which can be survived with health boost 12, or blast protection 2 netherite armor. And finally, on hard, it deals 102 damage, which can be survived point blank with health boost 20, or full blast protection 3 netherite armor. So we have just completely debunked the myth that beds are a manual / kill, as clearly they aren't, they're very survivable. But what about charged creepers? They have a power value even higher than beds, so in theory they should do more damage as well. And in fact they do. On easy difficulty, a point blank charged creeper deals 40 damage, survivable with health boost 5, or blast protection 1 full netherite armor. On normal, the damage dealt jumps to 79, survivable with health boost 14, or full blast protection 3. And finally, on hard difficulty, a charged creeper on point blank range does 118 damage, survivable with health boost 24, or full blast protection 4 netherite armor. But now, back to / kill. / kill isn't an explosion, it's a death switch. But how much damage does / kill really do? Is it 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 1 million? Well, sadly for us, it's infinite. / kill doesn't do damage, it just outright kills the player. So you may be wondering, how the hell can you survive that? Well, to survive, we have to look into previous versions of Minecraft. In Minecraft 1.8, / kill was altered to be an instant kill. But what was it previously? Before, / kill actually dealt damage, it didn't just flat out kill. The damage / kill inflicted was a whopping 3.4 times 10 to the 38th power, or 340 sextillion damage, or 170 sextillion hearts. This number actually has some pretty cool history attached to it. 170 sextillion is a special number known as a double Mersenne prime, or 2 to the 128th power, minus 1. Also known as a very interesting and nerdy math thing. 340 sextillion in computing is the theoretical maximum number of IPs possible, or one larger than all possible UUIDs, which are pretty much any 128-bit integer. Huge. It's also the possible number of keys in the AES symmetric cipher, but nerdy cool things aside, how the hell do we survive that? Well, frankly put, we don't. The maximum number of health you can give yourself in Minecraft with absorption and health boost is 2,068, or 1,034 hearts. It looks something like this, and puts beds to shame, even in hard mode. However, it is not nearly enough to survive / kill, but we aren't out of luck just yet, because it was only changed to do 340 sextillion damage in Minecraft 1.6.1, and before that, it only did 1,000. Yes, you heard that right, in Minecraft 1.6 and below, / kill dealt 1,000 to the player, which is still a lot. So now we just have to give ourselves the max health, right? And it's bigger. Well, sadly, it's not that simple, because health boost and absorption weren't actually added to Minecraft until 1.6.1, the exact time / kill was also updated to do 340 sextillion damage. So we can't raise our health. What do we do now? Luckily for us and the video, there is still a deus ex machina. Resistance. Resistance has been in the game since the 1.8 pre-release and dates many of the other features in Minecraft. Each level of resistance negates 20% of incoming damage, so with resistance 1, / kill would do 800 damage. With resistance 2, it would become 600, then 400 with 3, 200 with 4, and finally, 0 damage with resistance 5. With resistance 5 in that version, a player is practically unkillable, In future versions, it was altered to not affect starvation damage, as well as /kill, or the void. But in 1.6 and below, it can reduce 100% of incoming damage at level 5. Booting up Minecraft 1.6 and giving myself resistance 5, then /killing, miraculously, does 0 damage. It gives me the death message, but I don't die. I'm perfectly fine. Holy crap, isn't that awesome? We just survived /kill. But you know what else is also awesome? Blowing up Bedrock. Yes, you heard me right. Something I didn't think warranted its own video, but I also wanted to talk about, and I think it fits in quite well, was blowing up Bedrock in Minecraft. As I said before, power and rays have an impact on what blocks are blown up by explosions, and that is also affected by blast resistance. I won't go too much into the formulas, but blocks with higher blast resistance obviously have a smaller chance of getting blown up. And what, you may ask, is the blast resistance for Bedrock? Well, for reference, dirt has a blast resistance of 0.5, and an anvil, the highest craftable block, has a blast resistance of 1200. Well, Bedrock has a blast resistance of 3.6 million. Yes, that's insanely high, but it's not infinity, meaning Bedrock can't be blown up. Obviously, no explosion naturally in the game could come close to blowing Bedrock up, as you all know, but artificially generated fireballs can be given custom power values with commands. You can probably see where this is going. Giving a fireball a high enough power value allows it to actually break Bedrock, which you can see in this video by JL2579, which I will link in the description. It's a very good video if you're curious, demonstrating a concept that I also think is very cool. On a complete tangent though, playing Minecraft 1.6 again to test /kill, which was the version I first began on in 2013, was a very nostalgic and beautiful experience. I felt some sort of sentimental wholesomeness playing again, and the simplistic features have shown me just how far Minecraft has come as a game, and how much I'm thankful for it. I love the direction the game is headed, but the simple nature of what it used to be is just so much more endearing. The music, which I usually have all the way off, was defaulted on maximum, and while I had another song playing, this was just too much to resist. And soon enough, I had a massive grin, hugging the villagers with the music all the way up, thanking them for this lovely game. And thank you, too, for watching this video and helping make content about this game. None of this would be possible without you all, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out. Have a good one.